I want to tell you something I've never said on this channel before. When I was 16 years old, someone asked me, "Tell me about yourself." And I couldn't answer. Not because I didn't know English, because I didn't know who I was.
Alex.
And today, we're going to help you answer that question. Not with robot answers, not with "I am a student, I live in," but with truth, with power, with story.
Because the way you introduce yourself, it changes everything.
Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Speak English with Alex. I'm your host, Alex, and sitting with me tonight is the wonderful Sarah.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. And Alex, that opening, that was real.
It was real, because I've been thinking about this topic all week. Tell me about yourself. 7 words, simple words, but for so many of us,
They feel like the hardest 7 words in the world.
exactly. Whether you're in a job interview, on a first date, in a new class, or just meeting someone at a party, those words come. And your answer, it can open doors or close them.
So tonight, we're not going to give you a script to memorize. We're going to show you how to find your real answer.
And we're going to start with something uncomfortable. We're going to start with the questions we ask ourselves.
What questions?
Who am I, really? What makes me different? What story do I want people to know?
That's deep for a Tuesday evening, Alex.
I know, but stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never be afraid of "tell me about yourself" again. Can I tell you the story, the one from the hook?
Please, I've known you for years and I've never heard this.
I was 16. My family had just moved to a new city, new country, actually. Everything was different. The food, the language, the way people laughed, everything.
That sounds terrifying.
It was. I was this quiet kid who barely spoke. I sat in the back of class. I ate lunch alone. I just wanted to be invisible.
I can't imagine you invisible. You're so loud now.
I know, but back then, ghost, completely invisible.
So what happened?
There was this girl. Her name was Maya. She sat next to me in history class, and one day, out of nowhere, she turned to me and said, "Hey, tell me about yourself."
Just like that?
Just like that. And my heart started pounding. My hands got sweaty. I opened my mouth, and
And?
nothing came out. I said, "I'm Alex. I'm 16. And then I just stopped.
Oh, Alex.
Maya looked at me for a long moment, and then she said something I'll never forget. She said, "That's not what I asked. I asked about you, not your name, not your age, you."
What did you say?
Nothing. I didn't know what to say, because she was right. I had no idea who I was. I was so busy trying to survive, to fit in, to be invisible, that I'd never asked myself that question.
What happened next?
I went home that night, and I sat in front of the mirror, and I asked myself, "Tell me about yourself, Alex. Who are you really?" And for the first time, I started to find answers.
What answers did you find?
I found that I loved music, not just listening, but feeling it. That I missed my grandmother's cooking, that I was scared of being alone, that I wanted to be someone who helped people, that I laughed too loud at stupid jokes.
The loud laugh hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't. And here's what I realized. Maya didn't want my resume. She wanted my humanity. She wanted to know what made me, me.
Did you ever tell her?
The next day, I went to class and I sat down. And before she could ask, I said, "My name is Alex. I'm from a small town you've never heard of. I'm scared of the dark. I love old music. My grandmother makes the best soup in the world. And I think I want to be a teacher someday."
Alex.
Maya smiled, the biggest smile, and she said, "There you are. Nice to meet you, Alex."
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
And that's why I'm here today, on this channel, teaching English, because one person asked me the right question, and I finally found the courage to answer.
Okay, you made me cry. 5 minutes into the video. This is a new record.
I'm sorry, but also not sorry, because these feelings matter.
Can I share my story now? It's different, but it's also about tell me about yourself.
Please, I want to hear.
My struggle wasn't about not knowing who I was. My struggle was thinking who I was wasn't enough.
What do you mean?
Growing up, I was the smart one. That was my identity. Good grades, perfect attendance, teacher's favorite. So when someone said, "Tell me about yourself," I'd say, "I'm Sarah. I'm a student. I get good grades. I want to go to a good university."
That sounds familiar. That's what most people say.
Exactly. And it's safe. It's easy. But it's also empty. Because what happens when you're not a student anymore? What happens when you graduate? Who are you then?
What did happen?
I graduated, and suddenly, I'm a student didn't work anymore. People asked, "Tell me about yourself," and I had nothing because I'd wrapped my entire identity in one small box.
That must have been scary.
Terrifying. I had this crisis where I thought, if I'm not a student, if I'm not getting grades, if I'm not achieving things, am I even a person?
What did you do?
I started small. I asked myself, what do I love when no one's watching? And the answer surprised me.
What was it?
I love watching clouds. I love lying on grass and just watching clouds move. I've done it since I was a little girl, but I never told anyone because it's not impressive. It's not a skill. It's not something you put on a resume.
But it's you.
It's me. And now when someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," I say, "I'm Sarah. I'm learning to be kinder to myself. I love watching clouds, and I'm still figuring out the rest."
That's perfect.
It's honest, and honesty, it connects. Way more than "I'm a student with good grades."
Okay, we've shared our stories. Now let's give our learners something they can actually use.
Yes, let's break down the 4 layers of answering "Tell me about yourself."
Layer 1, the surface. This is the easy stuff. Name, age, where you're from, what you do.
But Alex, we just said that's not enough.
It's not enough, but it's where you start. You can't skip the surface.
Okay, so layer 1, the facts. Layer 2, the feelings.
Yes, how do you feel about your life right now? Excited, tired, curious, nervous, happy?
When I said I'm learning to be kinder to myself, that's a feeling. That's vulnerability.
Layer 3, the passions. What do you love when no one's watching?
For me, clouds. For you, music and teaching. For someone else, cooking, dancing, reading, walking in the rain, talking to strangers, collecting rocks.
Rocks?
Hey, rock collectors exist, and they matter.
They do. Layer 4, the dream. Where are you going? What are you becoming?
This is powerful. Not just who you are, but who you're trying to be.
Exactly. I'm Alex. I'm 28. I'm an English teacher. Layer 1. I'm still scared sometimes, especially before big videos. Layer 2. I love old music and laughing too loud. Layer 3. And I'm trying to be someone who helps people feel less alone. Layer 4.
That's a complete introduction. That's a person, not a profile.
Now, let me show you how to build yours. Get a piece of paper or just think with us. We're going to build your answer step by step.
Question 1 for layer 1. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do?
Question 2 for layer 2. How do you feel right now? Today, this week, one word.
Question 3 for layer 3. What's something small you love? Something no one pays you for? Something you do just for joy?
Question 4 for layer 4. What's one thing you're working towards? A dream, a hope, a goal, even a tiny one.
Now put it together. One sentence for each layer, or mix them. Make it yours.
Here's the magic. When you answer with all 4 layers, people remember you. They feel you. They want to know more.
And that's the whole point of Tell Me About Yourself. Not to give information, to start a connection.
Okay, now I want you to try something scary, but we'll do it together.
I'm going to ask you the question, and you answer out loud, right now.
Hello, I'm Alex. Tell me about yourself.
Good. Now try again, but add one feeling word this time.
Tell me about yourself.
Beautiful. Now try one more time and add something you love.
One last time. I'm ready to meet you. Tell me about yourself. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I see you. And your answer, it's perfect. Because it's yours.
You know why I started this channel? Not to teach grammar, not to help with tests, but because I remember what it felt like to have no words, to open my mouth and feel empty.
And look at you now.
Look at me now. And look at you now. You're here. You're learning. You're trying. That takes courage.
The girl who only said, "I'm a student with good grades," she's gone. Now I say, I watch clouds and I'm learning to be kind. And that feels like freedom.
So here's my challenge. This week, someone will ask you, tell me about yourself. Maybe a stranger, maybe a friend, maybe just yourself in the mirror.
And when they do,
Don't give them your resume. Give them your humanity. Give them your feelings, your passions, your dreams. Give them you.
because you are enough. You always were.
If this video touched you, if you felt something in your chest, if you almost cried like Sarah did,
I did cry twice, and I'm not sorry.
then please subscribe. Join our family. We need people like you here.
And leave a comment. Introduce yourself. Use all 4 layers. Tell us what's something small you love. We'll read every single one.
Share this with someone who needs to hear it, someone who's forgotten who they are.
Next week is going to be fun.
Next week, how to handle awkward silences, because we all need that.
Do we ever?
Until next time, my friend.
Keep being you. That's enough. That's always enough.